Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us again. This is another episode of LECOM's Heroes in Training. I'm Kathleen Spinazzola, your host, and today I am joined by three runners, among other things, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Mark Badaracco. I'm the Executive Director of Enrollment Services and Information Systems at Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine. Also notably a marathon runner.
Just a marathon runner, that's all.
I am Josh Centore. I'm a first-year student here at LECOM in the DSP pathway. I am not a marathon runner, but I do enjoy running as a hobby.
Fantastic.
Hi everyone, I'm Slate Bretz. I am a first-year medical student at LECOM in the DSP program as well. I am a marathon runner, and I'm also an ultra-marathon runner.
What does that even mean?
It means a distance further than 26.2 miles.
Like
So,
anything beyond
yeah,
that?
anything beyond that is considered an ultra-marathon. So currently my furthest distance is 100 miles.
What? Okay, we'll get into that in a minute. So you two are both members of the Run Club too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which Mark sort of heads off with Dr. Kaleza.
Yes.
Tell us what that entails exactly. What do you guys do?
Run. We talk
Every
about-
day,
yeah.
every week, every other
once,
day?
Once a week, once every 2 weeks or so. It depends on these guys' schedules too. We
Mhm.
know that they're very busy.
Mhm.
But we get together, we run, we decompress, talk about fitness, talk about how to stay healthy, shape, eat right, all those
Mhm.
things that are necessary.
How do you guys, is it, so it's scheduled around, I understand also from speaking to you before, Mark, that like you try not to run the night before a big exam, obviously, things like that sort of come into play, right?
I feel like I need to run to be able to study and to perform well on my exams because
Yeah.
running, it really is a good stress relief. And for me, I need to put in the time and prioritize that so that I can perform well here at LECOM.
Right. It's sort of that like resilient, it's the lesson in resilience that we
Yes.
talk about all the time, right? Josh, tell us.
Yeah, I actually got into running in college because of stress-related reasons.
Really?
So
Uh-huh.
it helps me decompress. So although I understand and I appreciate trying to look out for our time,
Yeah.
I look to run not as an escape from, preparing for an exam, but it helps me center myself. So I look forward to it.
That's a beautiful way of saying it, like of centering yourself, because it's easy to start feeling like fragmented and you're going in 100 directions probably, right?
And I can control it too. It's one of I might not be able to control how I do on an exam other than study, but I can control when I go run under normal circumstances.
Right. So what would you say to somebody who's like, I understand intellectually all the benefits of running. I've never been athletic. I've never run. Can I do this? And is the Run Club a place to start
Sure.
or no?
Yeah, sure. It's a great place to start. We have, varying skill levels. We will, it's not too fast or anything like that. And so we have a front and a backpack. We
Oh,
make
that's
sure that
nice.
everybody's included and everybody
Right.
knows like the cutoff, so you can go back early if you need to. We kind of catch them
Right.
on the way back.
Oh, that's nice.
But there's a lot of that sense of that community and trying to push ourselves, each other.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, you could start off real small. Start off with a walk and a run. Mix it up a little bit. A great example is everyone's pretty familiar with what's a couch to 5K plan.
Yeah.
Right. I hear about that all
Yeah.
the time.
Start off with mostly walks, and then you're adding 2 minutes a run and 5 minutes a walk. 2 minutes a run, 5 minutes a walk. You just do that for 20 minutes a day, and you start
Building
getting
and
up
building
there,
and
yeah.
building.
And I feel like I always hear students talking in the hallways that they want to come to Run Club, but they feel nervous too because they never ran before. So I always try and invite them and tell them like this is a space that's open to everyone, beginner friendly, and it's a great experience. We look forward to it every week.
Oh, that is so great because it's like it's sort of the gym mentality too, right?
Yeah.
There's a whole world of people who are like, I would love to go to the gym. I'm also terrified to go to the gym because
Yeah.
when you're just starting out, it's like, how do I even do this?
It's extremely common to have
Yeah.
people, feel that way.
Right.
They feel judged in a lot of
Right.
aspects of their life, but this is this is one that you can be pretty comfortable with being accepted.
Mhm.
So
That's everything.
Yeah.
I feel like that's everything. So I wanted to talk, before we talk some more about running, you're both directed study pathway
DSP.
students. That's so great. Why don't you tell us a little bit, in your first years?
Yes.
How's it going?
I'm loving it. I love LECOM so far. I have the perfect kind of scenario because I'm only an hour and a half away from my hometown,
Oh,
Manaway,
that's nice.
Ohio.
Nice.
So if need be, if I need to visit family, I can go home on the weekend.
Yeah.
But I live so close to the school, and I live with other med students, so
Great.
we all kind of motivate each other, study together, and yeah, I love the faculty and everything so far.
That's so great. How's your experience been so far, Josh?
So far, so good. Yeah, we're still with everybody right now, so we haven't split off into our pathway yet.
I see.
So I think in 2 weeks we
Once
split
anatomy
off.
is over.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll get into like the nitty gritty of like what DSP is.
Yeah.
But so
Right.
far it's good. Yeah, my family lives in Pittsburgh. My in-laws live in
That's
the
nice.
Cleveland area,
Mm-hmm.
and then
So
my
you're
husband
also
lives out in
kinda close.
Seattle. So
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Ah,
so long distance isn't great, but looking forward to having more time.
right, right. At least you have some family sort of
Correct.
close, so
Yeah.
that's terrific. I mean, I feel like, I remember when I went to school, I didn't want to go home that often, but then when I needed to go home, I really wanted to get home. You know what I mean?
I will say it is nice being able to have the place to myself and no expectations.
Right, right. Some
But,
space to
yeah.
study and
Yeah.
work and do whatever you need to
Don't
do.
tell them that's a
Secret is safe with us. Internet, if you're listening, just plug your ears for a moment. All right, so in a couple weeks you split off and start, and so then what happens next when you say like then
Yeah,
you're off
so
into your pathway?
The directed study program is you use modules to kind of guide your learning. It's sort of a flipped classroom style. So we don't attend lecture, and we go through these study modules to teach ourselves. And then we come in and meet with our advisors and as a group to work through some problems and things. So
Interesting.
I'm looking forward to it. It's for
Yeah.
independent, like self-motivated learners.
Right. I was just going to say, so how did you come to decide this was the right pathway for you?
Well,
Go ahead.
well, my sister is a 4th year at LECOM right now.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so she's in the LDP pathway.
Mhm.
So speaking with her and kind of getting an idea of her experiences with LECOM,
Right.
things that she enjoyed, things that she wished she could do differently, and then
Oh, I
talking
see.
with a friend of mine that is down in the Bradenton campus,
Oh,
which is a PBL-led pathway.
right.
And his experiences down there, I decided to go DSP and be
Mhm.
different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like I'm a self-motivated person. I have,
The
experiences
discipline,
doing
that
other
sort of-
things, and so
right.
I think having self-directed but also kind of guided with what the DSP offers, I
Sure.
think that's probably the best way for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What do you think about that?
I
Same?
agree. I'm also very self-motivated. I think being an endurance athlete and running so much, like you have to have that self-motivation. But I used to work a remote job for university
Oh.
hospitals doing research.
Yeah,
And
so
I
you're
feel
used
like,
to-
yes, working from home as well, or like a hybrid where you're part in person, part at home, you also have to make sure that you get all your things done and be on top of
Right,
everything.
right.
So,
Discipline.
yes. And I'm a morning person, so I love to wake up early and get my stuff done.
I'm a morning person too, although I will not be running any marathons anytime soon. But so part of what we wanted to talk with Mark about today is that he is getting ready to run the Chicago Marathon in how many weeks? Two and a
less than a
half.
week.
Less than a week.
Next Sunday.
Yes.
Wow. What's going on?
So tell us a little bit more about your efforts here and how it ties into LECOM, Mark.
Yeah. So, a couple of years ago, I seen that, how I trained and how I looked at sports and this whole, how I exercised and the regiment that I was going through. I seen it as really lined up with how LECOM is. I've seen that, I'm treating myself as a whole body. I'm making sure that I'm remaining happy and in good spirits with exercise and
Like
with
the
nutrition
whole- yeah.
and all that. And I approached LECOM and I said, I think that we have a lot in common and wanted to start bringing my racing, and use that as a tool to help talk about the scholarship fund and how to raise money for the student scholarship fund. Now we just started it's basically, I've done it twice in Boston now, and it's our third year, but this is our inaugural year with, really doing outreach with the fund and reaching out to faculty, staff, vendors, trying to drum up attention towards the fund itself, what it actually, how it actually helps students, and then of course raising money to do that. So that's what this is really all about at this point. I love to run. I'm going to be doing it anyway.
Regardless.
I should do it for a great cause.
Yeah.
I think this is definitely one of them.
So we'll give you information how you can donate if you'd like to Mark's efforts. So for the Chicago Marathon that's coming up, any funds raised, Mark is donating to the LECOM Student Scholarship Fund, which, because we at LECOM are very dedicated to making sure we can lessen the financial burden and the debt that our students graduate with, we have many fundraisers throughout the year. Of course, the student auction and gala is a huge event that we have annually, and we're in our 30-something year of having that, and a variety of events throughout the year. So this is Mark's personal passion project to also contribute to the Student Scholarship Fund, help our students in their, our future healthcare professionals.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, and that's something we really appreciate from you, Mark. And I'm excited for you to race the marathon.
I know,
think
we're all
he
gonna be
just
cheering you on.
He just did the Erie Marathon and crushed it with a PR, right?
Pretty excited,
big
yeah.
PR.
We'll see if I can pull another one out.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, he just completed the Erie Marathon with a personal best
Yep.
time, right, which was?
It was 2:48:41.
That's incredible.
It took me
Yeah.
2:48 to wash my dishes last night. I don't know how you. Okay, so.
I'm really good at washing dishes, too.
I can't clean my house in 2:48, and let alone run
Yeah.
a marathon.
Yeah.
So
What are you
that's
shooting
exciting.
for in
Yeah.
Chicago?
So, I'm trying to be modest because the weather is going to be a little toasty. So I'm trying for 250 or lower at
Okay.
that point. It is a much busier course. All those things really
Yeah.
take a toll. Lots of turns, lots of
Oh,
people.
uh-huh.
Those things really do take a toll. So
Make a difference.
250's really what I'm aiming for.
Mark,
Amazing.
you're very inspiring to me. So I just want to put that out there.
Thank you.
Someone who's an ultra marathon runner. Okay.
Yeah, I was looking for new watch recommendations,
Uh-huh.
and Mark recommended that I get the Coros Apex 2
Ooh.
Pro, and I'm happy to say that I got it. So
Wow.
Nice.
Yes.
It's
And
impressive looking.
I'm loving it so far. So thank you.
What does it do besides measure your time, your
Yeah,
steps, your
it-
calories, your?
I like this
Blood
watch
pressure?
a lot, yeah, because it's more in depth. I previously had an Apple Watch, and I had the Ultra, but the nice thing about this is it lasts, I think, up to 18 days with
Oh,
no
wow.
charge.
That's
So it
pretty
will
amazing.
complete my whole, or track my whole entire 100-miler,
Like,
because I signed up for another one next year.
Which one's
But
that?
the Mohican 100
Oh.
again. So I'm looking to beat my time from last year.
So what do you think about this statement? Everybody says medical school is not a sprint, it's a marathon, right? You're probably
Yeah.
sick to death of hearing that maybe by now, or you
I-
are like, I can absolutely see the
Resonates.
comparisons there.
Yeah, I feel like it resonates with me, and I actually like to hear that because it motivates me. I'm like, okay, well, I've done a marathon before,
Right, just
so
keep on,
I
keep
can
on
get-
plugging away, right?
yeah, and I think it is very true. You have to chunk it, and the way that I approach a marathon is I chunk it in my brain. I don't think of it all at once, and I think of medical school the same way. So it's like, get through the first semester or get through the anatomy block and then get to the next class.
Right,
So,
right.
I'm not sure how you quite think about it, but
Well, I've not done a marathon, but I have done recently with Slate. I did my first half.
Trail half.
Which was
Congratulations,
great. Yeah.
that's terrific.
I think I rolled, 4 times? Yeah.
that's trail running for you.
Yeah, that was a blast. So having a long distance run under my belt now, I will say that it is, I think it's similar. Yeah, it is, it's like a
The
long
mentality.
race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I'm looking for the schedule ahead of me, but I have to focus on the steps that are right now. So I don't trip.
Yeah.
Right, that would be me. Trail running, forget it.
I fell a few times too, so.
That's got to be rough.
It's fun though. It's an experience for sure.
I mean, honestly, I can't imagine somebody going into medical school with the mentality that I'm just going to sprint right through this and race right through this. But I guess it more speaks to sort of like you said, the long game vision you need to have for the discipline and the resilience to just keep at it and know that this isn't going to be, you're not going to feel like success in 5 minutes or whatever. Like, you just have to stick at it.
It ebbs and it flows is the way I like to think of it.
What do you think is going to be like your greatest challenge in getting through this first year of med school?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I just thought of it.
Do you have an idea?
I think once I'm able to make it through the end of the first semester, I'll have like a good benchmark of like, all right, we got this, we can do it. I just got to keep my nose to the ground.
And
just keep going.
Yeah.
And, that's why we've got support systems, we've got Run Club, family, and each other. I think we'll make it through.
Yeah.
Right. Just meet that first, like you said, get that first benchmark sort of under your belt, and you'll be like, here we go.
Well,
I would have to agree with that.
We just have to make sure that we keep Run Club up in the winter.
Yeah.
Yeah, what does Run Club do in the winter?
We still run.
Treadmills? No.
It just gets the participation,
Wanes a little.
Yes, in the previous years. But I'm confident about this year's group. Be able to push through the winter.
I know.
I
You guys
agree.
do seem a little more hardcore than usual. But the thing is, like, I mean, in all seriousness, when the roads are icy and stuff, what are you supposed to do? Little cleats?
Yeah. I still run outside when it's icy.
Trail shoes are the way to go.
Yeah.
Aha, what's a trail shoe?
It's just a shoe with a different type of sole, a little grippier. It's really helpful with mud and like slippery rocks, but it really translates to ice.
Aha.
Good to know.
I was just going to say
I
that.
don't
Maybe,
have shoes.
maybe I should just get some to have this winter.
Yeah.
I don't know what you run in, but I have a pair of Ultras.
So I
that
have I do the Hoka Speed Goats.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good
They
pair.
have a very, very sticky bottom
Yeah.
to them.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
Right?
I'm gonna make a mental note.
So before I forget, let's tell everybody exactly if they want to donate to your effort
Right.
to add to the Student Scholarship Fund, they should go to.
It's lecom.edu/Chicago. It's very easy.
Doesn't get any easier than that. Fantastic. Just go to LECOM's website, give a /Chicago. That's so great. It's really something.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. And I'm honored to be able to do it for this cause.
Ah. Let's talk real quick about the Abbott Big Six,
Oh,
whatever that is.
the
Tell us
Abbott-
all quick about what that is.
So the Abbott World Majors. So
World
there
Majors.
is 6 World Majors. I always have trouble listing them all, but I believe it's New York, Chicago, Boston, then London, Berlin, and Tokyo.
Yep. You got them all.
So
And your
the-
goal is
the goal is
to.
to complete all 6, then qualify and complete in all 6. Chicago will be my second, and I've already applied for Berlin next year.
Oh, wow.
That's so exciting.
So with a little bit of luck and my good time, I should be able to get into Berlin.
I would think.
And the rest of them are kind of lottery. You have to qualify plus enter a lottery. It's a little,
Oh, so not just
little more
anybody can.
difficult to get into. For example, New York, it's probably best if you go volunteer at some of their races.
Oh,
because
I
then
see.
You gotta get an entry.
You're
in
kind of
there.
in.
So,
I
yeah.
see. Interesting.
Yeah, they build volunteering into a lot of it, and that's
Well,
that's
that
pretty much
makes
all
sense.
runs you go to. And when you participate in a 5K, 10K, whatever,
right.
you're benefiting a cause
Yeah.
of some sort. So by participating in all these events, you're really helping your community. Wherever
Yeah.
it counts.
Yeah. That's very
That's what I
true.
love about these races. The
Really.
sense of community that you
Right.
get from it. It's an unreal experience. Like when you watch a marathon and you just see everyone uplifting one another, the money that people donate for it, it's incredible.
It's
Yeah.
long distance running, especially marathons and ultras. It's very raw.
Yeah.
You'll see a wide range of emotions.
Yes.
I can
and
imagine.
everything at the finish line. You'll wonder, why are these people sobbing?
Oh,
And it's
right.
because they have worked for so long
Right.
to get here, and they got here,
And they've
it just
pushed
pours
themselves
out of
to
you,
the
you
absolute
know,
limit,
you know,
right.
just pours out of you.
It
Yeah.
is very moving. It's very moving. Even to see me cross the finish line at the 5K.
Congratulations.
But I do share your, appreciation for the sense of community. That's the
Yeah.
most fun thing about even, the
Mhm.
LECOM 5K is great at the end of the summer or, the start of our semester. Everybody's new, all
Yeah.
the students are here, all the all the existing students around, all the faculty, all of us jump in. I drag myself through it. It's so much fun. I love it.
I know I'm biased because I am a runner, but I'm so happy they made us do that because it was just like, it was such a fun day.
It's
and
a
you get
great
to
day,
Hang out
right?
with all of our new friends at med school and
Right.
explore new ones.
Right.
And yeah.
I
I've
know.
even had a lot
I
of
think it's terrific.
Yeah.
positive feedback about it with faculty and staff.
Mhm.
We spend a lot of time working together, and it was a nice time, a nice opportunity for them to talk and hang
Sort
out.
of
a little
like
Yeah.
more
come
personal.
together,
Yeah.
right? I know, and it's open to the community as well too.
Absolutely.
So it's not just like a closed event for all of us here at LECOM. The entire community's invited, so that's really fun too because then people get to see our students and
And see the wellness center, which
And
is
the
a huge
wellness center,
component for
right.
students here.
Right.
So
It was neat to see the people along the race.
Yeah.
We run through a
Yes.
neighborhood,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they're just out there on their front lawns, like waving.
I know,
Yeah,
they
I
always
love
cheer us
that
on and
too.
everything.
I always
Yeah.
enjoy the guy with the hose. He's like, "You want
Yeah.
it?"
I know.
Hose?
I kind
took
of
it
do.
this year,
I
yeah.
know, the heat always gets to me. I don't cope well with the heat.
yeah.
I chafe. I can't do the hose.
It is cute how everybody in the neighborhoods that we're running through always cheer and wave us on too, though. I think for
Yeah.
me, people asked if I needed
Okay.
emergency
Yes.
services or anything, but I made it. I made it.
Got the pack.
Do you need 911? Do you want me to call
Paddles
them?
together out there.
But I did.
That's great.
Every year I tell myself, I'm really going to train and try to be better, but
There's a club.
happens.
There's a
Mhm.
club.
I
Yeah, you
know,
can-
I never
it's
can
called-
get there. Maybe you've
What
heard
was
of the
the name of that
LECOM
club?
Run Club.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, exciting. So let's talk about a little bit, again, you guys and the path that you're on as medical students. Do you have your eye on sort of a specialty or what you want to do, where you want to go in 4 years? Or is it
Do you
too
have an
much to
idea,
think
Josh?
about right now? Too much to think about right
I
now?
have-
Too soon?
I have several ideas.
Mm-hmm.
I think it will ultimately come down to more shadowing and getting more exposure.
Of
The
course.
last 7 or so years, I've done research with type 1 diabetes.
Mm-hmm,
So
interesting.
I think going into endocrinology might be
Oh.
something that's
Ooh.
super interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
I've done it from the research side of things, and I'd like to do it more clinically.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I think the puzzle of forensics is also pretty neat.
Yes.
I could see him doing that.
So the world is my
Early
oyster.
on.
I have to
Yes.
figure it out yet.
Yeah, well, you
Yeah.
have time, you have time. I was just curious, some people sort of, I know I want to be a pediatrician or whatever,
Mhm.
you know.
They've had
it's
it
just-
mapped
I know-
out.
I know what I
They're
don't
like
wanna do.
kids, yeah.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah. I would say I came into medical school knowing what I wanted to do. I was like ortho all the way.
Oh,
I've shadowed
mhm.
a lot of ortho trauma surgeries, and I find it super interesting. But now that I'm like expanded to
Mhm.
the different specialties, and then 3rd and 4th year, we're going to get to see so much more. I'm open to whatever,
Just
but
whatever.
I know that my favorite class so far is I love OPP. I think it's so critical. I've researched a lot of like lifestyle medicine and
Mhm.
integrative health and
Mhm.
medicine. That's been my past focus. So I think it's great to have that like preventative holistic approach
Mhm.
and the hands-on techniques that you learn from it. And it goes hand in hand with running. So
Mhm. Yeah.
to me,
Right,
that's
that
something
makes
that,
sense.
yeah. I
For
love-
those out there in internet land, tell
Mhm.
them what OPP is exactly.
It's osteopathic principles and practice, and essentially we get extra neuromusculoskeletal training where we do hands-on techniques to treat the body, with the use of our hands as like a preliminary, like first-line approach for
Mhm.
treatment.
Mm-hmm.
This could be techniques like soft tissue, myofascial release,
Mhm.
HVLA we've learned. And I really like it because, when I'm feeling sore myself or I notice a dysfunction on my body,
Yeah.
I can figure out what to do to treat
Get
myself.
hands
and I
on,
have,
right? Yeah.
my roommate do that as well because we're all med students. And so I think it's a great class. And yeah, it's just been wonderful so far.
Yeah, yeah. It's great that
Yeah.
you got here and that sort of sparked
Mm-hmm.
a whole other window of opportunity or
Yeah.
whatever in your mind.
And I want to continue to do research, and I'd like to focus my research on endurance athletes, but using
Interesting.
some of these OPP techniques that we learn as an approach for treatment.
So interesting.
That's actually, a LECOM doctor is who helped me become mobile.
Mhm.
A little known fact about me is I had severe back trouble.
Oh.
Around the time I was 19, 20 years old,
Mhm.
I was a construction worker. I carried shingles
Yeah.
all
Mhm.
the time up ladders.
Yeah.
And it got to a point one day I slipped my back out.
Mm.
Didn't really know what was going on. Was kind of a foolish kid. Just let it
Yeah,
go.
when you're young.
And, I went through various methods of trying to correct this back problem, and it was a LECOM OMT doctor,
Mhm.
the palm dimension of Dominic Shamanda,
Mhm.
that started working with me and treating my whole body.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
Started,
right.
Sat me down and said, what even started
Oh,
this?
what's happening?
What
Yeah.
are you doing? Let's talk about that. And as we worked through that, then he's like, okay, these are the things we gotta change. Here's some ways that you can work on you, stretches, little exercises to strengthen yourself.
Mhm.
And, there was periods of time in my life that I could not walk straight.
Oh
Yeah.
my
You know,
gosh.
So this is the
Like
running thing is
life
big for me
altering,
because
yeah.
it's changed my life. It's given me my mobility.
I
Mhm.
love that you say
Yeah.
that, because that's exactly what I wrote my personal statement for medical
Yeah.
school about.
It
It's
really
that's
is.
what's the most important thing to me and that I'm most passionate about, is enhancing the mobility of
Right.
others so they can do the things that they love and enjoy to
Yep.
do every day.
Yeah,
Right.
no medication. It's all
Yeah.
about me making sure that I'm listening to me.
Mhm.
And when something happens, I just perform the steps that I've been instructed and learned throughout the time.
Mhm.
And I always have my doctor as a support system.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
Right.
great.
Well, I think you're all inspiring, and I say that seriously, very seriously. You guys are just on the road of,
Thank you.
great
Thank you.
achievements. Mark, this project of yours to contribute to the Student Scholarship Fund is really inspiring.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here today, you guys.
Yeah, of course.
I say
Thanks
this
for
every
having
time.
me.
I say this with every guest. Let's do it again.
Yes.
Maybe after Chicago or after
Yeah.
all 6 of the big marathons or
Sure.
whatever.
We'll catch you at the
Time
next
is
run,
fleeting.
the next group run.
I'm trying to get to the run
Runs.
club. Thanks everybody for joining us. Again, remember to like, subscribe, all the things. All right, we're at One LECOM on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.